The Clayton House in Fort Smith, Arkansas is celebrated as a remnant of Fort Smith's rich history. The house is now a historic museum that transports visitors back in time, and if the stories are true, ghosts of the past may join the visitors who explore its many rooms. The Clayton House as it stands today is quite different from the original home that stood on this property. William B. Sutton constructed the original home in 1852 for his family. It was a simple, square, two-story building, about half the size of the house that we see today. When the Civil War made its way to Fort Smith, the Sutton family fled to a safer area in Texas. Unfortunately, during the war, the Sutton House transformed into a military hospital. The house was left in pretty horrible condition. Though no soldiers died here, it was completely trashed, and a lot of the valuables and supplies that the Sutton family had left behind were stolen. When the Suttons returned from Texas, there was nothing left for them. The house was a sad, empty shell of what it had once been. The repairs would require extensive money that Mr. Sutton didn't have. As was common during the Reconstruction era, the Sutton family had to move on and start over completely. Mr. Sutton sold what remained of his forever home and all other real estate that he owned in Fort Smith to raise the money he needed for his family to reestablish elsewhere. The house sat empty for several years until William Henry Harrison Clayton purchased it. Clayton was appointed prosecuting attorney for the Western District and was assigned to serve in Fort Smith. Soon after purchasing the home, he started a major renovation project that would ultimately double the home in size, creating the Clayton House that we see today. Clayton and his wife, along with their 6 daughters, 1 son, and occasional nephews, lived in the home from 1882 to 1897. I can only imagine how busy their home must have been with that many children. Their time in the home ended in 1897 when President McKinley appointed Clayton to the position of federal judge of the Central District of Indian Territory, and the family moved on to McAlester, Oklahoma. After William Clayton and his wife and children moved on to Oklahoma, the house in Fort Smith remained in the family until 1912. At one point, the house was modified into a boarding house and slowly fell into disrepair. Each room was made into an individual apartment, each of which housed upwards of 10 men, women, and children at a time. At one point, around 100 people lived in the Clayton House. By the late 1960s, the house was facing demolition, but luckily a local preservationist named Julia Yaden stepped in. Julia and 6 other people formed the Fort Smith Heritage Foundation and bought the property, beginning the long process of restoring the home to its former glory. The house isn't all that lives on to this day. Spirits and paranormal experiences are common at the Clayton House, reported by both visitors and staff members. Are these spirits made restless by the home's renovations? Or perhaps there are ties to the family items like Clayton Bible and Mr. Clayton's walking stick that are on display in the home. The paranormal events here span a wide range of experiences. Docents have seen shadows and glimpses of apparitions out of the corner of their eyes, including gray legs ascending the stairs. Throughout the home, lights seem to have a mind of their own and doors open and shut by themselves. In fact, the doors open and close on their own so often that volunteers now have chairs in front of nearly every door in the home. Docents and visitors feel a presence in Clayton's office, and footsteps can be heard throughout the home. Visitors have even reported that they felt like they'd been touched when no one else was close to them.
Yeah.
Not even touching it. Who do we have with us? Who's able to come speak with us? Shit. Oh. Eat it. Can we get any names? Do we have any of the Claytons with us?
Reverend.
Do you stay at this house, or are you passing through? have the gentleman up here? Scared me to death. Rooted? Not understanding much of anything that's coming out.
No.
I don't know any names. I don't know who to ask about. Who do we have?
William, Florence.
Do we have a William with us? Anyone that's able to use any energy to come and speak with us directly? Hello? Did you say there were slaves
On this side of the house.
on this side of the house?
Yes.
I'm not even touching it.
That's weird.
Like my hand's like near it.
Yeah.
So if I could make a suggestion, you should try the dining room.
Let's do it.
I'm down. I almost keep saying like I hear a reverend a lot.
Yeah. One docent we spoke to during our visit to the Clayton House told us that to her, the dining room is actually the most unsettling part of the house. The dining room is located in the original portion of the home constructed by William Sutton. Here, apparitions of a Civil War era nurse have been seen carrying a tray across the room. And volunteers have even felt the presence of someone standing behind them, then walking off when no one was in the area of the home with them. Maybe this is Mrs. Clayton, or perhaps a nurse from the home's time as a Civil War hospital. The docent that we spoke to subscribed to that particular theory, but nobody knows for sure.
So in this room, we get a girl that we think might be a servant. A lot.
What did it say?
Something about Americans. Who frequents? I'm not even touching it. Who frequents the dining room?
Tulip?
It's my mom's favorite flower. And
You have a tulip!
it's on my shoulder.
Oh.
That's weird.
Which is the closet that...
So both closets were put in by the Claytons.
Okay.
In fact, we've got a woman that we think is we've got two people in here. We've got a servant, we think, and then a woman that we think was a Civil War nurse. And she's usually seen walking like she's carrying something back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is the area that was the hospital.
Yeah.
This place is a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Hundreds, truly hundreds, if not 1,000 or more people.
That's so crazy.
How many spirits do we have with us right now? This person sounds rowdy.
It's like the same voice. Do you have people do spirit box stuff very often?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. Mostly they do like the EVPs.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we got the Charlotte and the William. I'm not really sure about the spirit box, honestly. I think we've had a couple people use it.
Who are you? Who is this talking? Sounds very demanding what he's saying.
Can we talk to the nurse, please?
Can I get a nurse?
That's not really British.
British?
Even the servant. Talk to the servant.
Yeah.
Or who's the lady? Who's the lady that follows people around?
We don't know.
Is that the lady in brown?
So the lady in brown is who we think is the Civil War nurse.
Okay.
Because she's in this room and in that room. The one upstairs isn't seen, honestly. We've never seen her. It's just you know someone is there.
Yeah.
It's the best way for me to say it.
Oh. Did you say go?
Rude. I have very high expectations for someone to talk to me. We came all the way here.
We didn't. I mean,
Listen.
someone is talking, they're just not being super direct. I'm really curious to hear when we listen back to it though.
Yeah. Can we talk to the kitty cat?
Is it fucking with you? Sorry. Do you like to be sarcastic and joke around with people? Don't do that.
Break.
Something about it, I didn't believe him.
I don't believe him.
So it sounds like, I don't even know.
We could talk to you. You just gotta focus all your energy on that box there.
And there's a bunch of people here that have a lot of energy.
So much.
So much. Do any of the Claytons stick around? Or Miss, I know she has nothing to do with anything but furniture, Miss Oglesby?
Miss Oglesby, yeah, Agnes.
Agnes. Love your furniture. That's kind of mean.
Anyone that was here when it was a boarding house, that does not sound fun.
That was your voice. Did you just touch it? Okay.
Sounds crowded and hot. Guys, I can't understand.
Is this William Sutton, not Clayton? The stories we have, because of course there's multiple Williams, but the stories we have is Sutton was not a very good guy.
Oh,
Clayton
Rude.
was, but Sutton was not.
I would be pretty mad if I came back to my house and it was a hospital. So I imagine they didn't leave it in very good shape. guess. What,
There's tulip again.
do you see the tulip on Lindsay's arm? Nothing. They're done with you.
Don't be done with me.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thanks for saying a bunch of words to us.
Lots of words that didn't make any sense, except for tulip, maybe.
Are there any children here?
That's different.
Are there any of the items here in the house that somebody might be attached to, or
That's, I think,
that was just radio?
that's right here.
That's weird though.
Yeah, this is a brand new battery. That's the brand new in there because it went out when I switched to the recording.
Yeah.
It's a completely different place now.
Well,
Nobody.
appreciate whoever
Yeah.
is speaking. That's like a radio or like.
Almost sounds like what we were hearing at the Air Museum.
This is Fort Smith though.
Yeah.
They don't do, yeah, that's, I don't know.
Spooky.
They don't have any like current.
No.
I don't mean like more current, but more modern.
Yeah.
That felt weird.
What did it, I couldn't hear what it said.
I don't know. I don't know. I was going to say something.
What's that air here?
It happens.
Where's it?
Well, we're going to go because I'm sure there's going to be someone wanting to come here.
Yeah.
Do appreciate whoever has been speaking with us. Be nice to these people.
Yeah, be nice to the workers. And I'm glad you have a place to hang out if you want to hang out. Okay. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Thank you. Here we go. Yes.
Wow. Tulip. Tulip. Well, that'll be a fun one to review. I hope there's a cat.